What is up, legends? We are back, and we are back in HypeWatch. So we're gonna get right into it because I got a bunch of stuff to actually talk about, and a question at the end for you guys because I got approached to do something, and I want to see what everybody thinks about because you all watch this channel and go along with the stuff that I do, and I don't want to do stuff that people don't want to see. So we'll get to that at the end. The very first thing up, I showed this originally in HypeWatch about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Tion Ding. Now, this is a older game. However, it's resurrected basically because it's become popular. Retro stuff has just become popular in general now, and this game is legendary. I remember seeing this game about a year ago. I didn't see it when it first came out, but it's a side scroller, and it's just picked up a whole bunch of Storm right now. Fitting name. And only $10, but it's lit. It's an amazing game, and I like when games have been out for a little while and then people finally see, because they didn't see before, how really good the game is. And like, look at this, you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom right now, boys. Like, this stuff looks good, man. I'm shocked that nobody really paid attention to this before until like 3 or 4 months ago, and now it's just really picking up steam. So we're talking about it here. They got a little sale going on right now, so check it out. Next up, we have Squad Blast. Squad Blast, you can play the demo right now. It reminds me of a active Smash, like Worms, Guns type of game. Kind of cool, you know, get good, shoot people. Not really my thing, not really something I would put on the channel, but I will actually mention it because it seems fun. Next up, we have Paranormal Sight. Square has been spamming me about this, and it's gonna be out for 5 days. I'm not really into these scary, you know, visual novel type of things like this. If I could play it, that'd be something different, like actively play it. But this is a visual novel, obviously, and it's just meant to be creepy, and you're pretty much watching a movie and stuff like that. So I just wanted to put it out there because Square has been, hey, you want a key? You want to play? And I'm like, no. And I said no, and then I got 3 more emails after that. I'm like, bro, what? Anyway, speaking of being scary and active, literally I got this email too. Also coming out the 8th on Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse is coming out. This I will play because it's active, and I played the original Fatal Frame. I didn't play any of them after that, but if it's going to give you the shooks, you know, why not? Obviously, they always have like the cute waifu that you're playing, and you run around and get all types of freaked out, and stuff don't actually really attack you, but just scare you. And it's just something that really does actually attack you. That's what this game does to you over and over again, or this franchise in general. And then you can just dress her up in all types of different stuff as well. This is a remake, by the way, too. So I will definitely try to, you know, rock this out, see what we can do. Look at that creepy stuff. Engage Kill. All right, now we're into Android games that are currently available right now. Engage Kill is now up, and excuse me, you guys can, you know, check it out. For me right now, you might see it over the weekend because I've been busy. PC side is really starting to like just give me all types of stuff to do. They're just throwing keys at me left and right, and I'm trying to figure out what is good, what's not good, what I want to actually put on the channel, because I don't want to do just everything that they give because that doesn't help. But Engage Kill might get up on our channel, it might not, or it might end up next week because it's already Friday morning right now. This is based off of the anime, obviously. The anime is very mid, if we're being honest, but it's one of those mids that you like. It's endearing and a fun type of story and stuff like that. Technically, it I don't want to spoil the anime just in case you haven't seen it, but technically, you know, it's an okay story. Could be better. Definitely could be worse. So, you know, try it out if you're into anime, gacha type of games. It seems very FGO like, so some people might like it, some might not. Next up, we have Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Now, this is already out. However, reason why we are talking about this, they have a Jujutsu Kaisen collab. So is still here right now. So if you're into like the league type aspect, but you want to mess around with these characters, obviously I like You got the husbandos, you got the waifu and everything else like that. Even though Nobara is a kind of annoying waifu, she's a cool one, but she's still annoying. You can just go ahead and mess with these characters. Is the reason why I'm telling you guys about it, because I didn't see anybody really talk about this, but it's kind of cool that this has that collab. I wish it was like collab somewhere else, like maybe like Last Claudia or something like that. That'd be lit. That'd be Gojo. Can I have Gojo or Last Claudia? Just saying, Last Claudia. That's. I know y'all follow me. Go, y'all can do that. Y'all got the money. You got that Crunchyroll money. So go ahead. War of Legacy. This is another one of those Three Kingdom type of games. Just wanted to put it up because it's getting a little bit of hype. Getting up on the App Barn and Sensory Tower stuff. So they make a little money. So I put them out there. Whenever stuff makes a little money on the charts, of course I have to look at it to make sure that they're not using false ads. But for the most part, when they cool and you see it's nothing really wrong with it, that's the reason why I was looking at like that information to the get-go. We're gonna look at it again this video, by the way, but that's the reason why we do that, because you just kind of like watch, and when games get spikes and it doesn't make any sense, that's when company I work for in general pays attention. They pay attention. They're like, hey, why y'all suddenly making 100K and this game garbage? What's going on? And sometimes, actually a lot of times, it's usually they got like a Tomb Raider commercial for a game that ain't even Tomb Raider or something like that. So we gotta put that in check. Google don't like that. Just letting you guys know. Project CNC. This is a city builder. It's a mech city builder though, so people like stuff like that. Now I just wanted to put it out just in case somebody wants to actually play it. Here it is. Have at it. GG. Next up, we have Angry Birds Kingdom. Now, Angry Birds Kingdom is interesting from a standpoint. They don't really show much, but just mention it. It's a vertical slice, run down the field, RPG type of feel. So if you're used to something like this light with Angry Birds, I never thought I would say that sentence, but there it is. There you are, and that is what it works. All right, so here's an interesting thing. Before we knocking them out today. ArcheAge War. ArcheAge, I'm about to say something I never thought I would say. Just like Revelations that we've seen, ArcheAge might be better off as a mobile game. It's not catching on as a PC game, but it might be better off as a mobile game. As long as it can have the same type of control that Revelations has, it just might be better off that way. And as you can see, we have the game right here. It's basically gonna have like the same type of story, the same type of feel, war and everything else like that. And it just might just be better off like this, as long as they don't gotcha it the hell and make it too predatory. They might be able to live on like this with this game. So I want them to live on like this, because games like this, and if you guys ever played, what's the other one called? Damn, I can't even remember it right now. Bless, if they can live on like this as mobile games and make it fun, and that you can play free to play and then catch up with people over grinding and stuff like that, I have no problem with that. These franchises shouldn't die. They're some of the legendary games that we played like growing up and stuff like that. So I feel they at least should have a shot at doing that if on the PC side just isn't working out for them. A few games need to do stuff like that. Rift could probably deal with that. I don't even think does Rift even still exist? Anyway, next up is Tact OP. SEA is going to have its closed beta. They apparently want to build their Discord. They want you to go in the Discord to actually get the link and all that good stuff. So if you want to mess around with Tact OP, same type of thing as far as with Engage Kill. It is an anime, a very mid anime. Not it ain't high tier, but it's not like trash or anything else like that. But they have a pretty cool story. I like the music that they had to go on with the theme and everything else like that. So, check it out. Might be for you. This could be hype of the week, but we've already had this. We had this pre-hype and hype of the week already, but Global is now coming out on April 6th, which is one of the reasons why when I knew ahead of time on SEA that Global was coming directly right behind it, I did the SEA video and then I was out. As you guys saw, it wasn't that I didn't like the game or I don't like the game. It's just no point in going hard in SCA when you know global was coming. So, rock it out, pre-reg and all that good stuff. And now the hype of the week. It has been on the channel before. It has been talked about before. I have reviewed it. It is an amazing game. It is Dragonair, Silent Gods. The pre-register for Global is finally coming, and I am hyped. This is going to be another big game of the year. This is a very good game, very deep game. Dungeons and Dragons, RPG, Final Fantasy like type game, where a lot that's in this game, like it's not just a simple type of just run around and auto and idle and all that type of stuff. You need to make choices. You need to think about things that you're doing. You need to actually get good and play the game properly. It is a lit and very amazing game. So with that said, that is all we have for this week. If you guys want to hop into the game, everything else, I think it's on Steam right now. Might be still available, stuff like that, or maybe you can get into like the beta or the old beta, stuff like this. But definitely you want to get into this one because it is worth actually playing. And hopefully I can not have this music. It's just not gonna let me do that, but okay, whatever. Anyway, that is all I got for overall. Now, okay, so the last thing I want to go to you guys is basically just show you the top list. We're not going to spend too much time on it, but the main thing, first of all, Goddess Victory still hanging in there. Ep.97 hanging in there, doing its thing. People were like, game companies are doing their thing money wise. That Blue Archive rising from the ashes, mainly because they're starting to get into their older girls type of arc and game, so that's going to be fun. Deadly Sins rising up and doing its thing. I keep saying this Myths of Moonrise has no business being on this list and being that popular. It is a straight up rip-off clone game. It might be, and I know this is crazy to say, it might be the greatest rip-off game of all time that makes money. I do not get it, yo. Y'all just, I don't know. That's you, community. Very cool. Street Fighter Duel debuted right here, bam. And I can tell you that stats wise, they're over 150k right now as far as they make it. It hasn't even been a full week yet, so that's pretty good in the amount of time, right? It just automatically pop like in the top 25. Top 25 is games that make over 100k, by the way, for the most part. So that's pretty nice. Everything under 25 is under 100k for the most part too. So, just going down, just looking at the stuff here. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff when you start to look at the game, you start to realize, who makes money, who is not making money. Everything under 25, like I said, is not really making that much. They hanging on, but remember, majority of these games are all old. So, not surprising as Eminence in the Shadow has fallen off because the anime ended the season already, the first season. So it's going to start to fall down and probably fall out the top 100 because there's not anything new besides the manga. But the anime is coming back, I believe, later this year, later on this year. So they'll probably hang on and make money as long as they get put some interesting characters out, maybe some alt timeline type of stuff like that, because that's the way that the anime is. I'm still shocked this game is hanging on for the most part. Awakened Chaos Era hanging on. Starfall Fantasy is actually kind of popular among gamers, so is what it is when it comes to that, but it is popular. Another Eden hanging on. I still wish Another Eden was higher. It deserves better. Slime Psychic Memories has anniversary stuff going on, so that's the reason why it's climbing. Counterside, I wish that was higher, but I don't think Counterside will ever be higher than what it is right now. It's just not as popular as like Arc Knights. I think Counterside is technically a better game and a better looking game than Arc Knights, but it's just, I don't know, it's just probably not gonna ever get to that status. Unison League is interesting, like, geez, they're still here. One Punch is interesting being here. Last Cordia jumping 43 spots. Now, you would probably think, like, well, what did Last Cordia do to get that? Last Cordia had like the Bayonetta, and then the leftover on top of that, and has two back-to-back really interesting characters, and like had like the Valentine's Day one where you basically could just pick whatever character you wanted. So all of that allowed them to make some bank. Dragon Raja needs to be higher because it's actually a really good game. I feel bad for it. Precone, the so-called king that everyone keeps saying, like Precone is like the best. It's never. Jeez. Like I'm so glad that everybody's starting to look at this now. It's funny because when I did that video, now all of a sudden everybody looking at Brain and Sensory Tower is up on Reddit, and everybody is like, "Man, this game don't make no money," and everything else like this. Which was the point of last week's HypeWatch, is to stop people from lying on games, like they got stock in the company and just making stuff up. Like all the time when you would say something, somebody would just come in and I would see it in like so many people comment section, like this game makes money, ha 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 ha, and I'd be like, dog, it don't make no money, and they would sit there with their pitchforks and be arguing and be like, there's so many people playing this game. Like, dog, ain't a bunch of people playing that game. Like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, you on some major hopium and copium and crack at the same time. Like you double. Yeah, inebriated because that game is not making money like that. Like, and now people are starting to see the light, and that's the whole point. Like, I don't want you just to listen to what I'm saying. I want you to be educated and find the information, and I'll show you the information so you can make your own decisions and understand why I'm saying the things that I'm saying, and not just listen to me. I don't want blind like following people listening to me. I want you to kind of like understand why Scion be coming from where he coming from. I hate the third person that, but just you get what I mean. I just want you to understand and be educated, and when you spend money in these games, understand what's going on, and that, in my opinion, everything under top 30 is in danger of being canceled, because they're all like, from that point on, they're definitely all under 100K, and it's very expensive to run servers that even house maybe even 10K people. That's very expensive. It's not as expensive as it was during the pandemic because of the processor shortage and everything else like that. That's what killed a lot of gacha games, because they were making less money because people had less money because everybody wasn't working like that, and a lot of people were on government assistance around the world, stuff like that, because they couldn't get jobs, they couldn't work around people or be around people. Combine that with the fact that the processors couldn't be made in the proper enough time, so that made server costs basically double and triple. So now you have servers costing triple of what they cost before. Everybody's money across the world went down probably like by half. And we're talking about the disposable income when it comes to gaming. That's where majority of gaming gets its money, is disposable income from people that, you know, just want to be entertained. It's entertainment money. All of that went down. So you put all that together, that's what killed games right there. That's what caused so much game casualty, that half of the Google Play Store vanished and just got canceled. So with that said, it's slowly starting to pull itself out of that, but there's still a lot of companies that, like, you know, server costs are going down, but they're still kind of like probably like double of what they originally were before the pandemic. So there again, everything under top 30, think about where you're putting your money. I just implore you, because, you know, you might wake up one day and they say, you know what, we can't hang on anymore. And then the game's just gone. And then you spent like $2,000, $3,000, and then you can't, you know, depending on how long it's been, you can't roll all that back and, you know, get a refund. And then, like I said in a previous video, that makes your bank account look kind of suspect, or banks to start, when they see stuff like that, they'll close your account and say, hey, you know, that happens. And a lot of banks are doing that even more and more right now, because it's kind of an emphasis on seeing when people are doing chargebacks and stuff like that, and it's a video game account. Banks start to say, you know what, that's it for your account. So don't be in that situation. Just, you know, if you looking at like all these games like Dragon Raja, Precone, Valkyrie Connect, all this stuff down here, just know that you probably are gambling at this point, because these games chilling right here, like even Last Cordia could just be gone next month, and I would be sad, to be honest with you. And I think I spent total $25 in the last call of the year, and its entire existence was just kind of sucky, I know. But I would be sad. The same thing with Counterside, if that suddenly died. Dragon Roger, all these games down here, Path to Nowhere, being all the way down on this list and falling almost out of the top 100 right now. That would make me really sad if they all went bye-bye like that. So real quick before we go, I have my Steam contract back, not Steam, Twitch contract back, so I can stream on Twitch. And a few companies, they want me to stream PC games on Twitch. So what I might end up doing, instead of putting them just directly on YouTube right away, is might stream them and then put them on YouTube afterwards. If you guys want to see that, by all means, let me know what you think. And a lot of these companies want to start giving me the free games so I can give them away. We do have a game giveaway going on right now in the Discord, so if you want to join that, go to the giveaway section, the monthly giveaway section, and join that. I believe it has 12 more days before I have to actually pick a winner, so it is free. And if you want a free game, have at it. I will see you guys next video. Peace, and see you soon. Thank you, Legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.